Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's October 21st, 2025. Looks like a beautiful morning out here, fall morning. It's about 47 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Yesterday we had the rain and we identified a couple of leaks up on the roof. It's still it's still wet up there right now. It'd be dangerous for me to get up there. I want things to dry up quite a bit before I try to identify where the sources of the leaks are. The other day I assembled the miter saw stand and mounted the miter saw on the miter saw stand. I got my notification from Amazon. It's a few stops away, so hopefully I'll get the miter saw stand and be able to get this piece of equipment up so we can use it. Yesterday I used my new, I'm going to call it job site or contractor portable table saw. Really nice saw. It's very nice. I can't complain about it. So it can function pretty darn well. I also got some things organized a little bit better in here and cut a lot of the blocking that I'm going to be using for supporting all of the interior walls. There's a couple of well, 2 interior walls there and 2 interior walls here, and so it's trying to figure out which order to do things in. I think what I'm going to do now is to try and make sure I'm utilizing the resources as best as possible. Now I should go out back and see if there's any more 2x6s out there, like short ones and all. I found some more yesterday when I was looking around. There's a small pile there and some right here that I'll be cutting up to make more of those blocks. But what I want to do, I think I'm going to do start off is going through these few pallets here and see if I can organize them. Yesterday I emptied off a couple of pallets, but I think what I'll do is I'll put one of those pallets on top of my 2x8s here and start stacking, organizing the 2x6s that are here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 different pallets here. If they're twists or any issues with them, they'll get cut up and so on. And then we have the other pallet over here. It's got 1x4s, it's got 2x6s on it. I'm going to leave this one for right now, and then because I've got to find places for all the other boards. But we have a lot of 2x6s here that I can sort through and try to figure out, well, which ones do I want to cut up? Which ones can we use for the other various projects here and all? So I think that's what I'm going to do to get started. I look at this and we're almost in November, and I need to have this, all the doors on, the roof on, and be able to use this to park the equipment in and to be able to have access so I can get in and out with a snowblower. And so feeling the stress with that right now. So anyways, gonna get started. Here we go.
In the morning light, we rise and shine, working in paradise, one row at a time, tending to the gardens under the sun. In our mindful living sanctuary, our work is never done. Yes, we are homesteaders, farmers, and friends, building a future where the harvest never ends. In our food forest where the wild things play, we're growing a better tomorrow, each and every day. We plant the seeds of hope, watch them grow, native plants and rare treasures in every row. From our nursery to your hands, we share the green, bringing nature's peace and beauty like you've never seen. Yes, we are homesteaders, farmers, and friends, building a future where the harvest never ends. In our food forest where the wild things play, we're growing a better tomorrow, each and every day. With every shovel, every spade, we build a sanctuary in the shade, communing with nature, feeling so free. This is the life we live, come and see. Books and media, treasures to find, helping people everywhere find peace of mind. In the gardens, in the soil, we find our way. In our mindful living sanctuary, we work and play. Yes, we are homesteaders, farmers and friends, building a future where the harvest never ends. In our food forest where the wild things play, we're growing a better tomorrow each and every day. Working in paradise all day long, with nature's rhythm we sing our song. In our mindful living sanctuary so true, we're growing a better tomorrow for me and you. When I was young, I just wanted to blend in, to fit the mold that everyone was in. But thank God I never did, always feeling not good enough, it's true. But that drove me to push through, to try harder, to break through the lid. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up. Make my life. Tough times hit, trials came my way, but I held on tight, didn't sway. Found strength in the struggle, in every fight. Grew stronger with each passing night. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up. Make my life. Through the ups and downs, I've learned to stand tall, embracing myself, flaws and all. The journey's tough, but I'm still here with perseverance. There's nothing to fear. So to those who feel lost, who struggle to see, keep pushing forward, you'll soon break free. In every stumble lies a chance to rise, to seize your dreams, reach for the sky. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up. Make my life. On the other side of fear, accomplishment gleams. Facing failure, making it my friend, it seems. Learning new ways to reach my goals, embrace. Understanding pain, becoming a better man with grace. Here I stand, strong and true, a testament to what persistence can do. Through fear and failure, I found my way to a life where dreams flourish, day by day. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up. Make my life. When I was a young boy, life was so clear, safe in the arms of love, no hint of fear. But when my dad passed on, the skies turned gray, emotions like a volcano, lost in the fray. I wandered through the darkness, seeking light, facing storms alone in the dead of night. Many challenges came, mistakes were made, but each day I rose, though my heart was frayed. Now I see the man in the mirror. Through the trials, I've grown clearer, facing fears, embracing change. Through the storms, I rearranged. I've stumbled and I've stood again, with every loss, with every win. And now I look back with no sorrow. I've grown to build a better tomorrow. Through the years, I fought my inner wars, battled demons, healed the scars. Weaknesses I've faced and strengths I've found, and every silent tear a lesson crowned. Life's a journey, not a perfect path. I've learned to love, I've learned to laugh. With each new day I strive to be a better man, to set my spirit free. Now I see the man in the mirror. Through the trials I've grown clearer, facing fears, embracing change. Through the storms I rearranged. I've stumbled and I've stood again, with every loss, with every win. And now I look back with no sorrow. I've grown to build a better tomorrow. Reflections show the miles I've tread, the dreams I've chased, the tears I've shed. In every fall I've found my way to stand up stronger day by day, content with who I've come to be. In the mirror I see me, a journey long, a story told, a heart that's brave, a spirit bold. The boy who once felt lost and small has grown to stand so proud and tall. With every challenge, every stride, I've found my strength, my peace inside. Now I see the man in the mirror. Through the trials I've grown clearer, facing fears, embracing change. Through the storms I rearranged. I've stumbled and I've stood again, with every loss, with every win. And now I look back with no sorrow. I've grown to build a better tomorrow. The man in the mirror, he's learned to see the beauty in his journey, the strength to be free. With each new dawn I rise once more, a better man than the day before. When I was young, I just wanted to blend in, to fit the mold that everyone was in. But thank God I never did, always feeling not good enough, it's true. But that drove me to push through, to try harder, to break through the lid. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up, make my life. Tough times hit, trials came my way, but I held on tight, didn't sway. Found strength in the struggle, in every fight. Grew stronger with each passing night. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up, make my life. Through the ups and downs, I've learned to stand tall, embracing myself, flaws and all. The journey's tough, but I'm still here with perseverance. There's nothing to fear. So to those who feel lost, who struggle to see, keep pushing forward, you'll soon break free. In every stumble lies a chance to rise, to seize your dreams, reach for the sky. What I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up, make my life. On the other side of fear, accomplishment gleams. Facing failure, making it my friend, it seems. Learning new ways to reach my goals, embrace. Understanding pain, becoming a better man with grace. Here I stand, strong and true, a testament to what persistence can do. Through fear and failure, I found my way to a life where dreams flourish day by day. what I've learned, take pride in who I am. My life changed for the better, began to slam. Never give up on what I love, no matter the strife. When I fall down, I get back up. Make my life
Well, things were modified a little bit today. I started picking up and trying to sort out, organize so that I can get these materials picked up in different spots and all. And Thea called me and let me know that Laurie, my granddaughter, was coming over to help pick up rocks and all. So she's got me, a rake and a shovel up at the driveway there, picking up rocks. I went ahead, took Optimus Maximus with a rake on the back. It's got the hydraulic, 2 hydraulic cylinders that I can change the angle on the rake and change the location, laterally shifting each way and then changing the angle on the rake. And so I made a few passes going up and down the driveway, trying to pull the rocks out from the margins towards the center, closer to the center. Then I went up with the Hulk with the dirt bucket on it and got a few scoops of the rock and debris that was there and deposited over on the property line there where the big drop-off is, filling that in some. And she's been up there since. Since then, the replacement miter saw stand came, and so I got the replacement together right here, and it works. It goes up and down as it should, which is excellent. So I'll be able to use that now. Real happy about that. And then as instructed, I contacted the Amazon bulky items division, a 30-minute wait. And so I was on hold the whole time, and I was up on ratchet trying to get up on the roof to see if I could identify the spots that were leaking. Really hard to find the spots. I did find a nail on this side and some big wrinkles, so water could have gone down in one of the wrinkles and worked its way down in there. It could have been the material held up some by the nail. I meant to say nail. I pounded the nail down. I put a little patch over a bare spot up there, but I didn't identify the exact location where it's leaking from right there. So it's going to rain here probably in the next hour or two, and then I'll probably be able to tell. I may be able to tell more. Is it leaking there again or not? Then I moved ratchet over here to this side of the building and tried to identify the spot that's causing the leak right up in here, about 6-7 feet off from that side. And I could see, sorry about that, I could see that there were some wrinkles there, and it looked like a cut in the material, so I made a patch over that area as well. So anyways, that's where I'm at this point. I'm going to start again. It's starting to get dark. Probably within an hour we'll probably start getting the rain, but I thought I'd try and get a little more of the wood in here somewhat organized so I have a little more space. I was able to find some good pressure treated boards, so these will go up around the overhead doors, these pressure treated boards here. And I had some boards, the pressure treated boards were so bad, they went out to the Who culture pit. Everything here is just, this material being exposed since February, everything's getting moldy and all. So these were brand new 1x4s, and look at how quickly they start to really get mold on them and all. So anyways, so I'm going to sort through this stuff and see if I can at least make a little more space in here. Who knows what the rest of the day will bring. There we go. So right now I'm going to use ratchet here, the lift, to get up on the roof, see if I can find and patch the leak. Actually, that one, I'll probably do this one. Not sure what, just trying to figure out what's, trying to adjust here for me. So I know it's about midway in the doorway here, the leak on this side of the roof. Okay. I'm just going to swing over there, get closer over there. Really wrinkly here. And let's see if we can. Okay, let's see if we. So it could be, all right, I see some big wrinkles there. That could be it that's causing it. It's getting underneath the wrinkles there. Wobbly here, let's see. Good camera so they'll show what we're doing. Alright, I guess I'll go over and take a look first, make sure my shoes don't slide. And it does look like, oh, that's my bad ankle too. Alright, let's walk over here and see what I got first. I'm suspecting this wrinkle here is where the water's going in. Don't know. So we got a seam here. Wrinkles all over in here. So the drip is coming down somewheres in here. So I think it's right about in here where the drip is falling. Yeah, so this isn't sealed very well. The way, too many wrinkles in here. Just feeling to see if I feel any nails. Yeah. So it's someplace right in here. Or it's leaking up there. And then we got this big wrinkle here. Oh, here's a spot right here. And it's going to rain here in a little while. Oh, there's a nail right here. Yep, okay. All right. Let me go get my hammer. My ankle I shattered in '91. And And I'm also afraid of heights now, since I fall. All right. All right, let's see if I can find that same spot. Where was it now? Was it down here? There it is. I always carry my hammer with me in the future when I find something like that. So there's a seam between the plywood there, but and of course the wood underneath of this is probably still very wet. Yeah, too many wrinkles here. There's a spot right there that's right. I know there's a spot that was higher. Is that it there? No. Oh, there it is right there. Still leaks, I'll have to bring the heat gun up here. Oh. What is this? If I, no, that's just a seam there. They stapled right here, right through it. I think I'll go around to the other side to do the other spot there. Oh, there's a tear right there. That's not good. All right. And get a small piece to cover that up. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. The forecast said no rain for another hour. And I wish this was a warmer day. All right. The roof all looks alike when you're right here. There it is, there's a spot. You really want to put this on a nice hot day. Yeah, a lot of this. My ankle's hurting already. Okay. Feels like it's going to start raining any second here. And let's move my cutters. Bring the roll over. Man, there's some big wrinkles up here. Now this was a relatively small leak compared to the other side. And the penetration might be higher than the, oh, is that a spot there? Oh Lord, this is not where it was leaking. Just want to make sure these wrinkles don't have a nail sticking up. Okay. So somewheres in here is where the drip is coming down. Probably about 7 feet, right around in here. This looks okay. Boy, this is scarred up some. Huh. So that looks a little suspect, but okay. What about, is that the spot? Hey whiz. So did this get cut? Kind of looks like it got cut. This is a seam. I don't know. This is kind of crazy here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Save this piece because looks like I don't never know just what I'm going to have here. together. Okay. Come on. All right, let's try this. Oh boy, this is all. Oh, that's just paper on there. Where's that through? I think it's just on the surface of it. Okay. Really need a nice couple of hot days for this. Trying to press down some of these little ripples here. Oh Lord. So I didn't see any other leaks anywhere else around in here, so that's good. So the question is, did I fix the leak on that side? What's this here? Yeah, they're quite inexperienced at putting on the ice and water here. There's something to be said about moving a little bit slower when you're doing something, especially when you're new to the installation process. I used to just run around on these roofs years ago. Those days are gone. Well, hopefully that took, oh boy, you see some of those wrinkles. It's enough to drive you nuts. Hopefully that took care of, let's go ahead and swivel out of here. ideally, what should have happened is this should have been overlapped down onto the 2x6 on the side here. That would have been much better. I mean, this will be fine, but ideally that's the way it should be done. And the fascia put over it here. Anyways.
In a world that's ever-changing, parents, we have a role to play, to guide our children through the maze and light the path along the way. Teach them to be strong and kind, to face the storms with open minds, instill the values, heart, and grace to make this world a better place. We'll show them how to dream and soar, to stand for what they're fighting for. With love and hope, we'll pave the way, prepare the future, come what may. Embrace the power of the now, teach them to question and to vow, to seek the truth and find their voice. In every struggle, make a choice. Teach them to care for earth and sky, to understand the reasons why. Together we can turn the tide with every step, with every stride. We'll show them how to dream and soar, to stand for what they're fighting for. With love and hope, we'll pave the way, prepare the future, come what may. Teach them to love, to laugh, to learn, to take the risk, to wait their turn, to cherish every moment here, to face the future without fear. In every heart a spark of light, we'll nurture dreams and make them bright. With courage, wisdom, strength, and grace, we'll build tomorrow's better place. We'll show them how to dream and soar, to stand for what they're fighting for. With love and hope, we'll pave the way, prepare the future, come what may. So hand in hand we'll lead the way and face the dawn of a new day. With hearts of gold and spirits free, together we'll create the legacy.
Well, things have gone pretty well. Laurie got quite a few rocks up from the driveway. You know, first with using the rake on the back of Optimus Maximus, and then using the Hulk to get up the big bulky, all the sod I turned up and a lot of the rocks. And then Laurie went through with the rake and went to the margins, pulled all those up, and used Mini-Me here to go ahead and get the rocks up. I was able to get up on the roof. You know, it's not ideal up there, quite honestly. You know, there's plenty of wrinkles where it really wasn't brought out taut. So right now, with it being as cool as it is, the wrinkles, when you press them down, aren't sticking well. So it could be that the water came down one of the wrinkles. But we'll see. We'll get some rain tonight and see. It's just started to rain some now. I don't see any evidence of drops, but it's going to take more rain for it to show up. But I patched a spot over here, patched a small spot over there, and I did shoot some video. We'll see how it looks. Let me see. I cut up one of the trees that fell down by the lower beaver pond as well. I mentioned before that that's the new stand, and that one works, goes up and down nicely. Very happy with that. I didn't do anything with this saw today. I worked on consolidating, getting all the wood up, and then I went out back and got another pallet. So here we got 2x4s on this one here, and some 2x3s down there, a couple of 2x6s. So I'll figure out how I'm gonna organize these ones here and decide what's worth keeping, what needs to go into hugelkultur beds, and that sort of thing. But it didn't make any sense to just leave this out there any longer. Just got to sort through it and all. I have the rest of this to sort through as well. But we're finding some good stuff, but a lot of really moldy stuff that's just shot, unfortunately. So anyways, all in all, pretty happy with things. So there was a half an hour wait calling Amazon. So when I was in Ratchet going up, a very lovely lady, sounded British, or I'm not sure. It was good English that I could understand. And so she sent me a link to a form so that someone can come and pick up the stand since it doesn't collapse and all. So I'll fill that out tonight and see if we can arrange for somebody to come and pick up the defective miter saw stand. But I am happy with this one. This one goes up and down nicely. I've got it up right now in case I do use it. And there's a lot more organizing. I need to get all these woody materials organized. There's nails in a bunch of them there. Get things better organized so that I can, and sort it out, so that I can start working on the walls and then working on the doors and everything else. It takes me a long time. I'm not as fast as the Amish. So anyways, I think that's it for today's video, folks. Really appreciate you staying with us, and your comments, your thumbs up, all of that sort of thing. So please stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.